What's good, what's everybody's girl Lakia Jane. Today we're gonna be ranking everything we watched on the channel last year in 2023. It's January 3rd. I'm a bit late to the channel recap videos, but hey, better late than never. Let's get into the tier ranking. So first up we have Would Never Watch Again. This is a movie that either A, I would never watch again, or B, I would never watch again, but not because it's boring or I didn't like the movie or that it was bad. I just have no interest in watching it again. Next up, we have Better Things in the Lineup. Now, this is a decent film or show. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. It was hardly even good. There are better things in the lineup. Next up, we have solid 7. Now, I feel like a 7 is what you give a base movie. Like, if you go to Rotten Tomatoes, IMDb, like 70 or 7.5, like, you think it's a pretty good film. It wasn't turning heads or nothing like that, but it was all right. It was cool. Second to the highest, we have I'm a little bit gagged. I am a little bit very much gagged.
I am a little very gagged.
That's a, like, wow, kind of surprised. Wasn't expecting to be that good. Yeah. Top tier is Peak Fiction. This is showstopper, head turner. Never been done before. Never be done again. That's that tier. Okay. Now here's what we got. We got a total of 54 things to rank. All right. Now let's get it started. Hey, let's get it started. Hey, go with it. Are you serious? Go back. Go. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired that this thing don't save. We fixed it. So we're gonna start from the beginning. Actually, no, let's start with the very first thing we watched last year, which was Glass Onion. Glass Onion. I'm gonna put Glass Onion at a solid 7. I prefer Knives Out. I think Knives Out was the better film by far. Scream 2. Are we gonna start with Scream? Nah, absolutely not. We're not gonna start with Scream. Okay, if we're gonna do Cars, we're gonna start with the first Cars. So Cars 1 to me is also a solid 7. I did not enjoy Cars like that growing up, and even watching it again, it was just cool. Cars 2, I would never watch that movie again. I was very much bored. It wasn't a terrible movie if it was just like a side plot. If it was a little side plot thing about Mater, okay, cool. But it being an entire movie about Mater, like, what are you doing? This movie's about Lightning McQueen. This doesn't feel like a sequel. I don't feel like a sequel to the first movie would be a spy espionage plotline for the next one. Is this what we envisioned? The movie's about Lightning McQueen. The series about Lightning McQueen. Why do we have a Mater? Like, why is Mater the main character this time? I would never watch that again, but it's not necessarily a bad movie. Like, would I recommend it? Nar. And Cars 3? Cars 3? I kind of want to put Cars 3 in. I'm a little bit gagged because I wasn't expecting Cars 3 to be that good. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. Let's get back to the racetrack. This is what I came to this franchise to see. To me, Cars 3 was my favorite out of them all. It's somewhere right between I'm a bit gagged and solid 7. I honestly give Cars 3 like an 8, but once this fills up, it's going to go towards the end. Next, we have Addams Family, the animated movie. Very simple. I probably wouldn't watch it again, but solely because I'm just not interested in watching it again, not because it was bad. So it's gonna go right here at the beginning of Would Never Watch Again. But it wasn't a bad movie. Like, don't get me wrong, it really wasn't bad. Like, I kind of enjoyed it. Cinderella. The first Cinderella movie, I was a little bit gagged. I was very much a little bit gagged because I was not expecting the animated Cinderella movie to be that good, because we know I have my animated versus live action Disney series, and I usually don't enjoy the animated movies. But for Cinderella, I was like, hold on, why is this good? Cinderella, the live action, I thought they both were equally good, but I'm gonna give Cinderella the live action a solid 7 because it's Cinderella and it's kind of hard to get Cinderella wrong. Sorry, it's gonna go at the beginning of solid 7. The Summer I Turned Pretty season 2. I'm really trying to think, did I enjoy season 1 better? Did I enjoy watching The Summer I Turned Pretty season 1 better than season 2? Yes. because season 2 had a different vibe. Billy got on my nerves more than ever. It's the fact that Billy picks the worst time. Like, girl, you could have did this at any moment. Like, why would you do this when we're here supporting Conrad? Conrad was Conrad. Jer was Jer. As far as the season goes, I'm gonna put it at solid 7 as well. I wasn't gagged or nothing. Like, it wasn't just like, oh my gosh, I'm surprised that this was so good. It was pretty much, if anything, not as good as season 1. Scream. We binge watched all the Scream movies, and so let's put them in order. Scream 1. Peak fiction. The first Scream is one of my favorite movies of all time. Billy Loomis, like, he ain't got a lot to do with that. He ain't got something to do with that. Scream 2. I gotta think about the killers. Like, who was the killer? Was I surprised that person was the killer? No. I pretty much guessed almost every single killer in every movie. Scream 2. Spoiler. I'm not gonna include any spoilers, so I'm gonna bleep that out. There's better things in the lineup than Scream 2. Scream 3, same. I think I like Scream 3 better. I think I like Scream 3 better than Scream 2. Scream 4. Scream 4 is really good. I don't want to put it in peak fiction. Peak fiction, like I said, it's never been done before. And once you get to Scream 4, it's been done too many times. I actually really enjoyed Scream 5 and 6. I really was into this reboot idea. Usually with reboots, they don't hit. We got brand new characters. I don't really care about them. But for this Scream, for this franchise, it worked. And it's sad to see what's happening with Scream and the Melissa girl and Jenna's not coming back. And it's like, dang, when it's time to go, it's time to go. Scream 5, however, we're going to put it in a solid 7. Do I like that they kept changing Billy Loomis's character? Absolutely not. But besides that, I think that it was solid 7. I'm gonna put it at the end. Ooh, no, we're gonna put it at the end. Scream 6 was really good to me also. I'm gonna put it in front of, I'll put it in front of Scream 5. Cinderella 2. Cinderella 2 was better things in the lineup for sure. I just don't like the story. I don't like the way they told the story in Cinderella 2. There was 3 mini stories that I couldn't care for. Because of that, it's gonna go right here in front of Cars 2. Attack on Titan. Peak fiction. I did a video to part 4. I did a video to season 4 part 3 or whatever. So Attack on Titan is going peak fiction regardless. If you've never seen Attack on Titan, I don't think you understand what you're missing out on. Like, don't even look at the fact that it's anime, bro. You can't look at the fact that it's anime, bro. You don't understand the story that is Attack on Titan. You don't understand what you're missing out on. It's literally peak fiction. If I had to recommend any anime to anyone to watch and they never want to watch another anime after that, it's going to have to be Attack on Titan. Honestly, I don't think anything's going to be Attack on Titan. Barbie. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. And I'm back like the Barbie. I had a good time filming Barbie. Better than I expected. It got me out of a filming rut. Was I a little bit gagged at Barbie? Yes, I was actually thoroughly surprised. I was really surprised at how good Barbie was. I was not expecting it to be good. Ken did steal the show.
But I'm a man. No. Can I talk to you?
Oh my gosh. Ken, please. Barbie, I'm a little bit gagged. All right, we're gonna do Hunger Games. We're gonna start with the first Hunger Games. Now, Hunger Games, where's the first one? What the frick's the first one? Hunger Games. Hunger Games 1. I was very much actually I'm gonna put Hunger Games 1 and I'm a little bit gagged because it was amazing. Even rewatching it again after such a long time of not seeing it, it was really amazing. So it's gonna go right up there. Catching Fire, of course, is gonna go in peak fiction because there's something about Catching Fire that just, the story that was told, there's just nothing like it. Like, everything that happened in Catching Fire was just like, come on. Was it Finnick? Was it Finnick? Is that the reason why it's going in peak fiction?
Do you want a sugar cube?
Okay, Finnick. He looks so good. I would watch Catching Fire probably over any other one just to watch Catching Fire, or maybe just to see Finnick. I don't know exactly why. Mockingjay Part 1. I feel like even though Mockingjay Part 1 may be the one that lacks the most, I don't think that it deserves to go in anything other than solid 7 because the story is still phenomenal and everything that happened with PETA in that movie, like, come on. In Mockingjay Part 2, I was actually really surprised at how good Mockingjay Part 2 was. I really enjoyed it, so I'm gonna put it right behind the first one. Across the Spider-Verse. Ooh, that's peak fiction right there. To me, better than the first one. The freaking plot twist, the cliffhanger, the music, the animation, the story, the fight scenes, everything was exactly what it needs to be. And I just freaking love that movie. Like, I cannot wait for the second part to come out. And Miles Morales, like, that's my Spider-Man. Miguel O'Hara, like, come on. Make the girls' knees buckle. Like, chill, Miguel, chill out, Miguel. Chill. Bill was really good. Y'all know I'm a romance fiend. I love me a good romance story. Historical setting, period piece, romance, British accents. Yeah, solid 7. It's gonna go into solid 7 because I feel like it could have been better, but it was also based on a true story and that comes with its own ups and downs. And for that reason, we're gonna put it somewhere back here. Before Scream, most definitely. Divergent. I'm gonna put it right here. Before, is Divergent better than Glass Onion? The first Divergent eats, I don't care what no one says, it's not gagging anyone, but it's a good solid movie and it deserves to at least get a 7. Insurgent and Allegiant, we're gonna put both of those right here. To me, I personally like Allegiant better than Insurgent. I think that's a very unpopular opinion. Maybe because I didn't remember the movie, so watching it again was like kind of new, but there are better things in the lineup for sure. Zootopia. Zootopia. That's a difficult one because I wasn't gagged by it, but it was also better than just a 7. I feel like Zootopia is a really good Disney movie, and for that reason, we're gonna put Zootopia in peak fiction because there's just something about Nick Wilde. Nick Wilde gives very much Flynn Rider. Ginny and Georgia. Ginny and Georgia had me gagged. Season 2 was phenomenal. I really loved it. Besides its annoying characters, it wasn't as cringy as the first season. Some of the characters got on my nerves.
And I cry like every night.
Get over it. Like that's Maxine's hashtag for the season. Get over it, Maxine. Some of the stuff that went down in season 2, like Miss Georgia, like ma'am, please let's keep the murder list to a minimum next season. Let's really do that because you really out here killing people that you don't have to kill. Like she was doing too much. And the way that the season ended, like, yeah, very much gagged. The Addams Family. The first Addams Family, I'll give it a solid 7 at the back here. Megan. I was a little bit gagged at Megan, but I wasn't that gagged. So, ooh. I feel like Megan would get an 8. So I'm gonna put Megan at the back of I'm a little bit gagged because I thought that Megan was good. The Last of Us. I only watched the first episode on the channel. I watched the rest on my own. Let me go back on the entire season. So Melly, was that her name? Ooh, Ellie. I would put it in solid 7. Let's put before Bill. Puss in Boots. Puss in Boots was really good. Puss in Boots had me gagged, yeah. When Puss in Boots was trending, I was very much confused. As to why Puss in Boots was trending, why everyone's videos were blowing up. I'm like, what? So when I hopped on it, I was like, okay, I get it. I get it. Let's do Enola Holmes next. The first Enola Holmes movie was... He's cute.
What?
What's his name? A solid 7. I'm gonna put it before Mockingjay. Let's put it before This Is My Turn Pretty. Let's put it after Cinderella live action. Solid 7. And the second Enola Holmes movie, I prefer the second one for sure. I think that the second one was better than the first one. But was I gagged? I'm gonna put it right in front of the first one. Tinkerbell. The first Tinkerbell we will put in solid 7 as well. Right after Cars. The second Tinkerbell, Lost Treasure. Even though I love my boy Terrence. Terrence is so cute. Aww. He's the bestest friend. There are better Tinkerbell movies in the lineup. Same with Great Fairy Rescue. There are better things in the lineup. Secret of the Wings, however, had me gagged. I'm gonna put it right at the end. I'm gonna put it before Megan. Let's put it before Megan. Secret of the Wings was good. Pirate Fairy, however. And I love Secret of the Wings. Y'all know. I love ooh, the Great Divide. But Pirate Fairy snatched my wig just a little bit too much. I didn't think that something was gonna beat Secret of the Wings when I watched it. But Pirate Fairy was my favorite Tinkerbell movie. It was really good. I won't say it was peak fiction, but it was better than Secret of the Wings. The Never Beast, however, The Never Beast was not a bad movie, but I just wouldn't watch it. Actually, hold on, because we gotta change some things around. I wouldn't watch Great Fairy Rescue again. Lost Treasure, I like my boy Terrence, but I also remember falling asleep during the movie. I was very much sleepy during that movie.
Head and get some rest. I'll take first watch.
Honestly, I could use some rest. I'm gonna put Never Beast and Better Things in the lineup before Lost Treasure. Actually, let's put Never Beast up here because it wasn't terrible. Harry Potter. Harry Potter is peak fiction. We all know it. I did the entire series. All of it's peak fiction. Nothing else to be said. Pocahontas. I would never watch Pocahontas again. I was so bored watching it. I said it in reaction, I was bored. It started picking up a little bit at the end, but you know, the whole controversies with the story and the fact that it wasn't that good in the first place. The animation, amazing. It was a very beautiful movie. It just wasn't my favorite, and I would never watch Pocahontas again. Frozen, I did Frozen with my sister. Frozen is a solid movie. I should have did both of them. Hold on, let me go add Frozen real quick. Let me split it up. I never knew how long I was without you. So Frozen 1, solid 7. Frozen 2, also pretty solid. I love the music in Frozen 2. I just feel like there's better movies in the lineup than Frozen 2. Descendants 1. I like Descendants. I think Descendants was something that surprised me as well. I'm gonna put it in the solid 7 category. Descendants 2. I'm gonna put Descendants 2 in a little bit gagged because I really enjoyed everything about Descendants 2. I was not expecting every song to be as good as it was. Almost every song in Descendants 2 is good. Okay, the songs in this movie 10 times better. The songs on this movie 10 times better than the last one. The soundtrack is the reason why it's going in. I'm a little bit gagged alone, right? That's a reason enough alone for me. Brave, however. Brave had me gagged as well. I was surprised at how good it was. Let me go right there. Do I like Puss in Boots better than Brave? Which one do I like better? I think I like Brave better than Puss in Boots. Every Disney Channel episode, we're gonna put it right there at the end of solid 7. Pixie Hollow Games. Pixie Hollow Games was cool. Would I watch it again? No, there's no reason for me to watch that ever again. Ever After. We did do Ever After, didn't we? I thought that Ever After was a really good story. I think that it was a great take on Cinderella, and for that reason Ever After is going to go in solid 7 as well, but a little bit higher. I'm gonna put it after Glass Onion. Five Nights at Freddy's. Now, I thought the movie was okay, but I think there were better things in the lineup. Am I interested in the Five Nights at Freddy's story? Yes, I think it's a very interesting story. It wasn't scary or nothing. It's kind of hard to take a movie with these huge animatronic freaks seriously. I'm gonna put it in better things in the lineup. Julie and the Phantoms. Oh, Julie and the Phantoms. Julie and the Phantoms was really good. I really liked it. I wish it got a season 2. Let's put it in here right after The Summer I Turned Pretty. Outer Banks. Outer Banks is a big one. We watched all 3 seasons of Outer Banks on the channel. Each season, the first season was okay. I wish I could separate it by seasons. Should I? Let's separate it by seasons really quickly. Now let's separate Outer Banks by the season. Season 1 was solid. I think season 1 was a solid season. There's nothing memorable about season 1 besides the fact that I hated Rafe.
Back to homeland. Hell yeah.
You literally are the murderer. You're literally the murderer. This man has literally convinced himself that John B is the one who killed the sheriff. Let's do it right after Julie and the Phantoms. Now let's do season 1 before Julie and the Phantoms. Outer Banks season 2, however. Outer Banks season 2 had me gagged. I'm gonna put it at the end of gagged. I really enjoyed it. I still hated Rafe. Couldn't stand the man. Rafe, stop it. I need you to stop. But I think that it was a bit more exciting season 2. Just a bit more exciting. Season 3, better things in the lineup than season 3. Big John being in season 3 really ruined it for me. Big John is so old, crusty, and dusty. I know he hasn't taken a shower in days. You know what? I was thinking these last 2 episodes been kind of good, and I know why. Because we have not been seeing a lot of Big John. I don't know, like the whole mystery adventurous vibe wasn't as heavy in other seasons as it was in season 3, and it kind of just threw it off to me. Shadow and Bone. Oh my gosh, Shadow and Bone. Shadow and Bone season 2, RIP to Shadow and Bone, has been canceled. But Shadow and Bone season 2, it was a solid season. If we had more of Kirigan, I like Kirigan in the first season more than the second season. I liked when I was oblivious to Kirigan and his evilness, right? I liked it when I didn't know that he was a bad guy. I liked when I could be like, I liked when I could ship Kirigan with Alina. In second season, I couldn't do that because he was very much like abusive type relationship. And the fact that I couldn't ship Kirigan with anyone takes the season down a notch, even though we love Cassidy and Edge. I need this to happen. If this doesn't happen, I'm a riot. We have to riot. We love Cassidy and Edge, but that didn't even sell. Mel and Alina being together, we know I was against that heavy. It's like Mel and Alina, they're cute, but they're so boring. So season 2 is gonna go right in the solid. It was a solid season, but it was not turning no heads and nothing like that, which is probably why it got canceled. No tea, no shade. But do I love it? Yes, I do like it. I'm gonna put it after Outer Banks. The Little Mermaid. Okay, The Little Mermaid is something I want to put right here in between these two. But since there's no tier right there, we got to put it right in the beginning of Solid 7. Because it's a Little Mermaid and we know the story, it's just a live action version. It wasn't gagging me. There was nothing else. I wasn't surprised by anything. If anything, I was surprised at how ugly Flounder was, but that's about it. Last on the list, and the last thing we watched in 2023 is My Life with the Walter Boys. I have currently watched the entire season. I have flip-flopped with whose ship I was on. I was on Alex's ship. Now I'm on Cole's ship. Him and Jackie just have cuter moments. As far as the show, I think the show was really good. Out of all the shows I watched this year, it wasn't better than Ginny and Georgia. Was it better than Somebody Turned Pretty? It was better than Somebody Turned Pretty season 2. Was it? Was it better than Outer Banks? It wasn't better than Outer Banks. I'll say that. I'm gonna put it right under Outer Banks. Actually, I'm gonna put it right here under Shadow and Bone. Let's put My Life with Walter Boys right there, solid 7. All right, that's the list. That's everything ranked. Now let's move things around and make sure we like the way things are sitting. We'll never watch again tier. Let's look at her. Out of everything I wouldn't watch again, Cars 2 is like the top of the list. We'll never watch the movie ever again. Next will be Pocahontas, Pixie Hollow Games, Tinkerbell, and Silver 2. This is about right. Better things in the lineup though. We'll put Frozen 2 at the top of better things in the lineup. I think I like this list. I think I like better things in the lineup. Now let's go to solid 7. Descendants. Let's move Descendants up. Let's move Addams Family back. Let's move Belle after Descendants. I'll put Cars in front of Ever After. I'll put Glass Onion after Cars. Okay, Enola Holmes. I'm gonna put Divergent in front of Enola Holmes. And I'm gonna put Divergent in front of Cinderella. I kind of want to move Frozen because I really do like Frozen. Okay, I'm about to move Mockingjay Part 1. I'm thinking about how much I enjoyed watching it. Nah, I'm gonna leave it right there. Okay, I think that's solid. Now I'm a little bit gagged here. So Outer Banks Season 2. I put that at the end of I'm a bit gagged. Yeah, that's about right. Descendants 2. I'm gonna put that before Megan. I'm fine with this. Here we go. Peak Fiction. Here's the Peak Fiction route. I'm gonna put Scream at the end of Peak Fiction. I'm gonna put... Ooh, this is difficult. Why is the Peak Fiction one so difficult? Out of all of these, which is my favorite? Attack on Titan. I love Attack on Titan. Like, y'all don't understand. Attack on Titan. Like, girl, Attack on Titan that's my char. Attack on Titan is my show. It's the love of my life. I love me some Eren Yeager. Cried a little bit. Like, oh my gosh. It took me so long. Y'all understand. It took me so long to recover. And I'm talking about the show as a whole, even though I only watched one episode. But y'all don't get it. I love the Cross the Spider-Verse though. I gotta think about it like this. If I had to pick between Attack on Titan and Harry Potter, which would never exist, I'm gonna have to pick Harry Potter for never existing. I would rather watch Attack on Titan than Harry Potter, and I love Harry Potter. Catching Fire or Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse? Catching Fire is part of a bigger series though. Zootopia or Scream? Scream or Across the Spider-Verse? I love Scream, but Across the Spider-Verse is the better movie. That's the list, you guys. That's everything we watched this year ranked. Based on me, what I liked, what I enjoyed, how much I enjoyed it. And this is solid. I think this is solid. Okay. Hey, okay. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what's your peak fiction out of everything we watched. Like, what was your favorite thing? That's the list. Let's download it. Hey, that's what we got. 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 Hey. All right, that is the 2023 recap of all the things we've watched, ranked. We watched a lot of stuff in 2023 and we got more stuff to watch in 2024. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, do not forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you guys want to watch this year. It's your girl Lakia J. Happy New Year. Bye.